Hey, Brandon here. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Got another incoming freshman scouting report for you here on the channel. And today, Luigi Tadone and I, we're going to take a look at Jerrick Gibson, four-star running back headed to Texas. So we're going to give you everything you need to know, his high school stats. We're going to go into the film room and take a look at what he looks like on the field, go over a little recruiting. You play Devy, you play C2C formats, and you're looking for a YouTube channel out there. It's going to give you an early look at the incoming freshman. Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell. I've got tons of films like this coming out on all your favorite future Devy and hopefully Dynasty players. Let's get to the show. Hey, Luigi, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the channel. We got an exciting running back we're going to profile today, Mr. Jerrick Gibson, headed to Texas. Welcome.
Yet another Texas Longhorn running back to get excited about. I don't know how many more I can handle, but
Yeah.
thanks for having me back, Brandon. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, we're going to profile Gibson here. We're going to go through everything. We're going to get to the film room here shortly, but we're going to give you a little sneak peek of a profile of his recruiting, his stats, and everything. So let's get right to it, man. He is. I just read on the spring reports. He is on campus at Texas. He is now 5'10", 220 pounds. Spent his freshman year at high school at Gainesville, his sophomore year at Mundy's Hill High School before transferring to IMG Academy for his junior and senior year. And you know what that's all about, man. One of the best high school, programs for football in the nation. So any kid who wants to go to IMG and gets there is a good thing. But let's take a look at his rushing stats for the last 2 years. As a junior, 83 carries for 608 yards, averaging 7.3 yards a carry. Not as productive as far as an average in his senior year. Again, played 9 games, 127 carries, 740 yards, averaging 5.8 yards a carry. Had 8 touchdowns both seasons. Receiving game, he got a little bit more run in the receiving game as well. Only caught 9 balls out of 9 games. So it doesn't look like he's going to be much of a receiving threat at Texas, but you never know when he gets there on campus. That could certainly change given the play calling there, but didn't get
Yeah.
much run out of the backfield, it looks like, in high school. But nonetheless, let's take a look at his recruiting profile. 24/7 Sports has him currently RB3. He is a 4-star prospect as well as on 3. He's got them listed as RB7, also a 4-star.
Mm.
So it's going to be an exciting prospect as we go into our Devy drafts, our C2C drafts and stuff. So I'm excited to get to the film room. But before we do that, why don't you go over the depth chart? As we know, I mean, all these running backs going to Texas are hitting the NFL, so he's most likely is going to have to wait his turn. So why don't you break down the backfield of Texas for this year?
Yeah, no problem, Brandon. Right now, I mean, they're gonna be probably leaning on CJ Baxter now that Brooks is headed to the NFL. They've got Jaden Blue, Savion Red. Uh, and maybe they'll put Matthew Golden in there running back. Who knows? Get all the
Yeah.
whole color wheel in there. Trey Wisner, and then they have Jerrick Gibson. Now that's projected depth chart that I'm looking at. So it's a loaded room. I'm
Yeah.
expecting very, very, very little from him this first year. It seems just that's the way they do things down there in Austin.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, and I think we were kind of talking pre-show that he'd be, excited to get on the Texas roster because they have been most of the backs for the last few years, as we know, have been going and hitting our NFL, rosters and our dynasty rosters, right? So they got another running back, also an incoming freshman, Christian Clark. So I did
Oh
some,
yeah,
I did some research on some spring news out there, and it looks like, Gibson, like I said, is up to 220 pounds. He's on campus. That's a good thing. Starting to learn the playbook. I completely agree with you. I don't think he's going to get much run unless there is a series of injuries. But nonetheless, I think he is a player worth taking a look at. So let's not waste any more time. And we're going to go to the film room. What are we going to see when we get to the film room? We're going to see a kid that is a one-cut physical downhill runner. He's got some decent, footwork. I think there's one clip in there of him in the passing games, getting involved in the passing game. But so let's get right to it, man. Let's go see what this kid looks like on the field. All right, guys, welcome to the film room. Let's take a look at Gibson here and see what we see. Like I said, physical back, one-cut runner, IMG Academy. These are the worst huddle clips I could. I mean, this is his junior year. I mean, you could see his bully ball right here.
yeah.
It's got some decent wheels, but he's not going to be that speed demon. Let's take a look at that one more time. A lot of the huddle films here are cut off for some reason. They don't finish the plays, but on this one, got some decent bursts. Look at that stiff
Ooh.
arm, that guy. So he's a big physical bruising back.
Yeah, big through his trunk there
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna have a natural low center of gravity, ability to take on contact,
Yeah.
ability to push a pile. All that stuff's gonna come easy to him with that frame.
Yeah. He's got that. I'm going to go back and take a look at this. He's got some decent vision here. Look, you can
Yeah.
see like 2 or 3 good cuts here, some decent footwork. Like boom, right there. He bounces outside. That guy misses right there. Again, then right here, cuts again outside. Good contact balance. Kind of a little bit of manipulation there. And it's got some decent speed to take it to the house. But this guy's not a speed back. I mean, he's going to be a physical grinder. But I like the cutback here again on the inside. He goes out, cuts back in right there. You can kind of see him. It's hard to see, but he cuts inside. I like the way he
Yeah.
navigates through the second level there. Little burst through the hole.
He's got some acceleration. He's got a little
Yeah.
scooter. Yeah.
Yep.
Speeds doesn't mean that much to me, especially when you're 220 pounds.
Exactly.
If you have acceleration and good vision, that's all that's really important.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, I'm looking for sweet feet, man. Like
Yes.
you got to, I mean, the contact balance.
Awesome.
See, that's one of these plays that just gets cut off for some reason. I don't understand why they don't finish it. But again, really good acceleration, good pad level, taking them the contact, back contact balance,
Mhm.
physicality. Looks like a Texas running back.
Yeah, sure does.
Like the
No, I
way
don't see it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I like the way he cuts inside here. Sees the vision, takes advantage of it. Makes that guy miss, takes it to the hole. It's a nice
He's a
play
g
right there.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very solid running back. He's going to IMG, great prep school there for the next
Hmm.
level. But now if you wanna talk Devy, he's just outside of my top 100. He's gonna be buried at Texas.
Yeah, yeah. We're
Um,
gonna have to wait. It was like
he's gonna
Jadon
have to
Bluey,
wait.
right?
Yeah,
Everyone
he's
got
gonna have to
excited
wait.
about him 2 years ago, and we're finally starting to see him as a junior
Right.
next year, right? I mean, so
Yeah.
it could be um
But I don't
again.
see a first round pick necessarily.
He
If he's
runs.
very productive like a Brooks, he has a Brooks kind of year,
Mm-hmm.
he could maybe sniff day 2.
He runs a little upright too. I
A little
mean,
upright, yeah, a little tight.
through here, he should be kind of lowering his pads and stuff. But I think that's something that can be taught.
I love his frame, man.
Yeah, that's.
Honestly, I mean, that's translatable,
Mm-hmm.
projectable.
Again, some decent feet, man, for a big guy. I mean, this is a nice play. I mean, he's got right here. He cuts inside. Little
He's
miss
never
right
never say
there.
quit, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's just again elusiveness a little bit. He's got his
mhm.
feet. Again, runs a little high, but man, he's got guys dragging, dragging tacklers. Gotta love that. So, and again, these are his junior highlights. I couldn't find any senior highlights online. You can see that these plays just get cut off for some reason, but this is what was on his huddle film. These are the last post. So here's a little passing game, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We've
there we
got a
go.
little bit of
There we go.
passing, here. So it doesn't mean, sometimes these guys are just not asked to catch the ball. So, um,
Dependable, gonna get what the
mhm,
defense gives him.
right. Showing his little speed to the outside.
Look at that. See, I like that. He makes that look easy. That's just all frame.
Yeah, that's
That's
just
all natural muscle. Yeah.
lower half. Yeah, lower
Mhm.
half just solidly built, which is important. But like I said, he's not going to outrun anybody. So, so that's it, man. The huddle film highlights are far and few between. So we're gonna have to wait a year or two. I'm
Okay.
hoping for the spring game at Texas, we'll
Yeah.
get a little glimpse, and I'll be sure to be posting that here on this channel, man. I put out all the spring games I can. I cut them up and all that. So hopefully we get a little glimpse of Gibson, but I think he's gonna have to wait, like we talked about his profile. But it'll be interesting to see where he goes off the board in supplemental C2C drafts. I'm thinking
Mhm.
probably round 3 or so. I'm not
Mm.
sure. But he's going to get maybe overdrafted. He's going to Texas, and he's going to be, people I think are going to be lining up for future Texas running backs. So, Luigi, thanks for joining us, man. We got a lot of these shows on this channel, so check them all out. Thanks for watching.